Hey everybody, it's time for Off the Ledge. It's hump day. It's Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. I hope you're having a good day so far. We're all in this together. Let's not forget that, because that's really being in the awareness of that we're all in this together, and forming closer bonds with one another is the ticket to stopping the madness and the insanity that's happening in our country. Because of what's happening in our country, a lot of people have come to a place where they don't trust anybody or anything. I'll bring this over so you can see it. I have a different view than you guys do. So anyway, kindness changes everything. So I want to encourage us all to be on a mission to be engaging and authentic and kind with one another. So my experience the past several days has been, wow, look at how much people don't trust one another. And look at how, I'm just talking about, collecting signatures to be on the ballot here where I live. I've really observed that people, not everybody, but in general, people have a deep mistrust of democracy. And I'm not saying that to discourage us. I'm saying that the solution to that is to be in community, to make a concerted effort, not just once. Make a concerted effort to be involved in your community. What's interesting to me is that I have a virtual community, the people that come regularly, and thank you for coming regularly, the people that are really part of this channel. We have developed together a sense of community where we trust one another for the most part, right? And I don't take it lightly that, people put their trust in me here, but that's because trust is, consistent behavior over time creates an atmosphere of trust. So I just want to speak to the atmosphere of distrust that's been created in this country that needs to be really worked on and turned around, so that we understand that if somebody is sort of fighting for democracy, standing up for democracy, representing democracy, when somebody like that encounters somebody else in the community, we want that person in the community to respond in such a way that they want that for their community. They want unity in their community. So people have forgotten that they want unity in their communities, for the most part. And so it's up to us when we go out into the world in our lives to reestablish that we're in this together and that we are not enemies. I've really expressed a few times my experience of encountering people on the same team, the same side as me. We want to save our country from fascism, but have not been inviting, have not been friendly, have not been engaging. And that doesn't have anything to do with me. It has to do with the general sense of mistrust of everybody, right? And that is by design. That is what authoritarianism really stokes the flames for, is get everyone to feel like we hate one another and that everybody else is the enemy. There are many factors that have contributed to that. I think, what is revealed needs to be healed, and that's what's being revealed to me. The problems that we're having is even Democrats don't trust one another, in our communities in general. I'm speaking in really general terms about this. So let's go to Ernest Holmes, and thank you for being here, and please hit the thumbs up. And anyone who wants to listen to Off the Ledge, but for reasons that are understandable, don't like the God, the Christ, those words, just know that they're just words. that what we're really talking about is that there is a higher power that created us. There's a greater intelligence that created us. And, you know, humankind can make a mess of good things. It's the higher power. It's the higher intelligence that lives within you, whatever you choose to call it. July 23rd. Happy birthday to the Leos. We are happy in the harmony of God. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same God which worketh in all. You would think I had read that ahead of time, but I didn't. We do not all have the same gifts because no two anythings are ever alike. Nature never reproduces anything identically. And there are diversities of operations. We are all engaged in different types and sorts of activities that express the unique individualization that each one of us is. But it is the same God working in all of us. This is one of the most terrific concepts we could entertain, that out of all the variations of life, the infinite variety of color and form and people, the rosebud, the elephant, the snow-capped mountain, the tiny mouse in the field, one power is working. One life is being expressed. One energy is animating. One presence flowing through and one law controlling. The one mind is working in and through us now, not as big or little, or hard or easy, but merely as spontaneous self-expression. Back of our smallest act is the strength of the universe. Behind all our thoughts is the infinite thinker. Diffused through every human activity is the divine presence. Today we are realizing that all our thoughts are formulated in the divine mind. All of our actions are sustained by the infinite energy. All the power there is and all the presence there is right where I am. That's a great affirmation. All right. So I would be really happy if you give me feedback about people coming together in your communities in the comment section, because I think that the more we talk about the good and the good people, you know, coming together in our communities, the more we focus on that, the more we'll kind of expound upon that. It's just so important. Let's listen to Kathy Beale's Astrological Forecast for today. If anyone's feeling really like high energy, which could take the form of like a nervous kind of energy, this new moon in Leo that is upon us officially hits 11:28 tomorrow morning. Oh no, the moon goes into Leo 11:28 tomorrow morning Eastern time. The new moon officially hits at 3:11 p.m. There's a whole lot going on. Kathy and I will get together at some point and we'll discuss it. We'll do a live stream together. Speaking of live streams, it is Wednesday. Please join me tonight for the Psychic News Network. You know we do that 3 nights a week. And do tell your friends. We can defeat fascism. That's what we're being called upon to do. Let's hold that in our thoughts all the time. Here we go.
This is Kathy Beale of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for July 23rd, 2025. The earliest for many of us pre-dawn hours are a lightning field of ideas. If you wake up with a thought out of nowhere, pay attention to it. It's going to push you to action. There's something brewing in each of us in every situation that is translating to get things moving, get things in order, get something going, get something fixed. That's all for now.
Let's all get something going. What do you say? I like it. Let's do this. Is it me or is the light weird today? Okay, we're going to look at 3 cards to guide us through today. Once again, please give me your feedback about what's going on in your communities that's inspiring. Not just for me, for our community here. It really helps people a lot to hear about good things that are happening. Really, I mean, like, for example, I was pumping gas the other day, and they have a little screen. I guess people need to always have something to look at. So there's a little screen, you may have seen this, and it's called Good News, and they post a good news story. I just think it's a little thing, but it goes a long way. You could be having a terrible day and not having faith in anything at all that has to do with humanity, and then hear a good news story, and you know, it really does shift things. So take the opportunity to help somebody turn the corner in their thinking. It's worth it. Receptivity. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Be receptive to the good. Sharing. It's just like the cards know what I'm talking about. I think that's going to be the point that I will drive home in my campaign. The campaign to get myself on the ballot to be city councilor, one of the city councilors. It's coming together and sharing. I've been asking, and my guides are telling me, coming together and sharing, community. So when we face problems, we know that the solution is to tap into guidance and to see what the guidance guides us to. And sometimes it will guide us to get other people to listen and to respond and engage and don't give up. When a problem arises, identify the problem and find out what the solution is. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's inspire one another. And we're coming into a greater awareness in our country of what's really going on. And I know how deeply disturbing it is, and I also know that even when people don't know what's going on, because we're all psychic and we all sense things, subconsciously we know that we have a fascist regime that's trying to pull a fast one on us and completely take over and install Project 2025 where democracy is now. And we're not going to let it happen. We're in this together. We grow together. We resist together. We have a silent, peaceful revolution together. And together, there's nothing we cannot do. I'll see you later on. And if I can fit in a pop-up a little bit later, I will. If not, there'll just be PNN Tonight live stream. I will put it up on StreamYard again tonight. So we'll see you there. Tell your friends. Love you lots. Keep the faith. Namaste.